Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Chiefs going up against the Eagles. So let's send you up to Pennsylvania. Standing by in Philadelphia are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, thank you. We are just off I-95 at the home of the Eagles, Lincoln Financial Field on the south side of Philadelphia. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. They begin the drive with Ryan Matthews. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
Second down following the run. Wentz to throw on second down. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. The starters defensively for the Kansas City Chiefs and this crew, they held on to win against New Orleans, and they had to hold on because the Saints, they had a flurry of offense there in the end, but bottom line, they got the W.
And you know you're going to get that if you're playing New Orleans. They're going to come at you so aggressively with their offense, you've got to make plays. How about Eric Berry with the big play? Ended up tipping the ball that turned into a pick six for Daniel Sorensen. Ron Parker punching a ball free against Mark Ingram with about, 8.5 to go in the game. They helped them preserve an excellent victory.
Now Wentz on third down. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. That escapes the sack. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. Now this time, Wentz will throw. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They go play action here on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. This is the offense we're going to see coming up in this one, and Travis Kelce will be key.
What a tremendous weapon he is, especially in the red zone. Knows how to find the end zone when running his routes.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. From the gun, here's Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And that'll make it 3rd down. And we peek at the defense now for Philadelphia.
Malcolm Jenkins entered the NFL as a cornerback and has transitioned to safety, but still retains his good coverage skills.
Ten yards to go on 3rd. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
And there's a completion to Travis Kelsey. I think he's starting to come into his own as a tight end and as a player, and that makes his quarterback, Alex Smith, really happy.
Here we go with Jamal Charles. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
On 2nd down, Jamal Charles. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. No, not good here. Their field general is still down, and that would not bode well for this offense if he's unable to continue. 2nd down, and the offense needing 5 yards. So Alex Smith on the sidelines. And they will hand things over to their backup quarterback. Here's Foles. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Travis Kelsey, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Foles. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So, of course, they wanted to find the end zone, but when you go on the road and your first drive results in points, I think you're pretty happy.
You have to be, because you've taken it to the home team in this case. And while you may not have shut up the home crowd, you've quieted them down a little bit. Good way to start.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
This one brought in by Dorial Green-Beckham. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now, that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
They come out here in the eye. Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 3rd and 6 here to start things out. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this 3rd down. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Jay Howard with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. So on 4th down, the Eagles will call on the left foot of Donnie Jones to punt it away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Play fake for Charles. Now Smith. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Fletcher Cox in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
And he's got the hook up for the first time with a veteran, Jeremy Maclin.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
They go play action here on 1st down. To the right side, it's Kelsey. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, 66 yards, and the Chiefs add on to their lead. So many times you think of these tight ends catching the ball already in the end zone, but today's tight end, they can run after the catch, too, to score.
They're big, they're strong, and they're extremely athletic, and they can surprise the heck out of you when they get the ball in their hands and they're running away from the defense.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards on the pickup, and it'll be first down, Eagles. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
And that's how you run the football and run it successfully. Big-time chunk of yardage picked up, but why? Offensive linemen won at the point of attack. Their leverage way better than the defenders. The low man wins when you're getting underneath and trying to move people. That's exactly what happened on that play. The offensive line moved the defensive front, created space, and the end result, a fantastic run.
They go play action for Matthews. Now Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, 47 yards. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 1st and 10, Smith to the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. To throw on second down is Smith. He's got time in the pocket. Now he steps away. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Back to throw, Smith. Jeremy Maclin, the intended receiver. And it's 4th down. So on 4th down, Dustin Colquitt to punt for KC. Back deep is Darren Sproles.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
12 yards on the return that time, and the Eagles take possession. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
6 yards to go here on 2nd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Play fake to Matthews. Now it's Wentz. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And they're going to speed things up here.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Eluding the pressure right. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it's a 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
2nd down, 9 yards to go. From midfield, here's Wentz. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's got the hook up with Conley. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 2nd down, here's Smith. Complete. This is Albert Wilson. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive, go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to be set up in excellent field position up past the 45. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies.
And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
They'll try to get the running game going with Ryan Matthews. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On the ground with a tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Trey Burton, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are now just an extra point away from grabbing the lead. And he's got it up and through. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out come the Chiefs now. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now if you want to take a shot on second down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
They'll keep it on the ground with Charles again. And he's brought down. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a second down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. One receiver left, 3 to the right. Here's Smith now on second down. Going underneath for Charles. And he's brought down. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. To the air again, Smith. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
From the 50, it's Smith. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Back near the goal line. Here's Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this one up just shy of the 35 to the 34. He got 29 yards that time.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Now they'll throw it. Wentz under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Detroit!
Now Wentz on third down. And able to complete it to Green Beckham. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. And that'll be incomplete. Nelson Agholor, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. To throw, it's Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
This is a question of who wants it more. Easy to get stuck behind all the big bodies, but you've got to find a space and fight forward for the first down.
Here we go now. Blue landed.
Wentz now on first down. He finds Agholor over the middle. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is that now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different way.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Set. Green, 30.
2nd and goal. Defense digging in again here. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. And the defense is going to let him think about it a little as they use their 2nd timeout here. Offense has been out there a while. This is their 14th play in this series.
Hurry up, here we go.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield.
3-19.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
And Sturgis able to knock it through, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
Now it's Sturgis converted on the field goal. Now he'll send this one away on the kickoff. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time out they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over, I guess.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover, and wow, now you got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
He's got Wilson, middle of the field. A good pickup there, a 22. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. A first down carry here for Charles. Jamal Charles, nobody in front, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jamal Charles, 56 yards, and the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the 4th. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3.
Set. Green. Watching that, Barney.
He's back to throw. On the move to his left. He's got his man on the crossing route. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw. Complete on the right side to Green Beckham. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. 20 yards on the pickup there. And the Eagles are going to have a first down.
No, check. Patriot. Set.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Dorial Green Beckham. 3rd down here. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. to throw. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
He'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football, because sometimes you're throwing it.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They come out here in the eye. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. And quickly they get to the line.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against.
And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
I think what we just saw in that drive, partner, is great practice, preparation, and poise. Not only did they score with little time left for them to retaliate, they chewed up enough time along the way while still getting the yardage they needed. That was an impressive drive.
Very methodical. Now, barring something crazy on the kickoff, they've got this one. And now here comes Kansas City. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. And tough starting field position here. Now some love it, some hate it. Here it is. It's the Wildcat look. And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. One last throw here for Smith. Screen pass to Charles. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.